Hi everyone, I'm Camille at Marula, and I was certain that I'd made a video on this particular soap before, but I don't see it anywhere in my videos. It must have got lost when I lost those videos back a while back. So luckily I needed to make another batch and decided to record it. So today we're working on this soap I called Ginger and Clove. It's got a really nice fragrance oil called Ginger Elixir from Voyager Soap and Candle Company. It's also got, lots of shea butter, olive oil. It's got some ground cloves for color and texture, and it's just a really nice bar. So I started by mixing my room temperature oils with my room temperature lye water. I brought it to trace, added my fragrance oil, mixed it in really well, and then divided it into two amounts, kind of a bigger one and a smaller one. So the bigger one got some titanium dioxide to make it a nice bright white, and the other one got some yellow iron oxide for that deep yellow. Then I just poured off a little bit of each. I didn't really measure, but maybe a third into another container, and then poured it into my molds that I've got braced up on washcloths just to elevate the one side of the mold. Once I had that poured in, then I took some ground cloves and created a layer in between my pores. And that'll give us a nice dark line in between our layers through our bar. Then I added some ground cloves to the remaining white batter. Mix the remaining two colors together, and then I'm going to go ahead and pour that on top of the other layer. So this fragrance oil doesn't move super fast, at least not at this temperature, but it moved quick enough that I didn't have like a whole bunch of waiting between pours, but it was still thick enough that this second layer didn't fall through. Also, that's why I use the spatula to kind of slow down the pour so that the line in the middle stays nice and crisp. And then once that top layer, you've got enough in there, you can go ahead and take the cloth out, and you'll have your line will stay where you put it. So you can see the batter is still pretty pourable, but it is thickening up to the point where it will hold its shape. So I went ahead and did some swirls to give the top a nice peak. And topped it all off with just a little line of ground cloves. Then I let it cure overnight. Well, I popped it in my oven at about 150 to 170 degrees until the loaves reached about 150 degrees. And then I like to take them out. Some people leave them in with the oven off, but I like to take mine out once they've reached temperature and let them cool down, and then cut them in the morning. The edges of these, because I swirl them, have got just a little bit of extra soap on the sides that I like to tidy off before I cut them. And then I give them a little tidy, just so that they're nicer to use the first time. Otherwise, once they cure nicely, the edges can be quite hard and sharp. And they're ready to cure. If anybody's interested in trying this recipe for themselves, I'll pop it into the notes or the comment section, and yeah, you can go ahead if you'd like to. I wish you could smell this through your phone because they're delicious. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day.